Welcome to the Guitar Dads Podcast, a podcast for guitar people by guitar dads. This week, GNR announces an aptly named song. Is there more love to be had in the elevator? We take another spin at the wheel of pedal fortune, and we're starting to have huge regrets. Wham, bam, here comes Nam this week on the Guitar Dads Podcast. And now the dudes who regret starting any of this, Matt and Dave. Hey, what's up, everybody? And actually, it's Matt's gonna be here at some point, but I am joined alongside by Alex from Coppersound. Thanks for jumping on with us this week. What's going on, man?
Just happy to have a show where the chair, number 2 chair is with it, on it.
I'm glad this is a show where I'm actually happy about the number 2 and not the usual number 2. So yeah. But don't tell Matt when he comes on. We're just gonna end it and pretend like the show never happened.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, no, of course we're kidding around, but Matt's gonna be late. That's okay. He's out, partying it up somewhere. We'll get through it without him. And that's it. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff to get into, but just want to say a quick thank you to all of our loyal listeners. If you guys are checking us out for the first time, thank you for that as well. If you know us, then you know exactly where to find us at Guitar Dads Podcast on Instagram, Threads, X. Find us on YouTube, where if you want to watch the podcast, you can, if you're kind of weird like that. And of course, you can join our Facebook group. Come over to Facebook at Guitar Dads Podcast over there and, come have some fun. But yeah, I think all that stuff is out of the way. Oh, and we still do Patreon. If you want to, we don't do the extra episode anymore. We reduced it down. If you want to contribute like $1 a month, you get the honor of supporting us in what we do here. But we are no longer doing a Patreon episode anymore, unfortunately. So that's the last of the advertising. Okay, let's get into it. So, Alex, we got some news this week. So we're going to get into the Dataverse. This is weird because usually Matt says Dataverse. He gives me a weird look, and this is like an odd day, but that's okay. We'll get through it.
Let's do it. Let's get into the Dataverse.
There you go. That's what we're looking for. And of course, Riverside is screwing me up tonight, so that's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. Rocket ship late, but it took off, and here we are in the Dataverse. All right, as I mentioned on the intro, GNR has been they've been teasing new music for a long time. They've been releasing a little bit here and there. 2 new songs came out recently. One of them is aptly named, in my opinion, called Nothing, because I think, listen, I am not one to bash anybody's taste in music. I am a firm believer that musical taste is completely subjective. However, we're starting to blur the line between like subjective, fine, I can understand why you like this and I don't, and just bad. Have you heard the new songs?
I have not, no.
Well, that's a shocker, knowing as big of a GNR fan as you are.
I don't. I've never, because there's somebody I never listened to. I've never actively put on or listen to a GNR song. It's always like, if it's on somewhere, that's fine, and I've heard it, and I know a lot of like the classics, but I've never put on a GNR album or listened to them.
That's all right. That's legit. I can understand that. I guess then, as a broader question, do you agree with that take? Like, it's music. Sometimes, we all appreciate that it's very subjective, but is there a point when a song just is legit bad? Can you say that?
I mean, let's forego any type of like philosophical arguments about object versus subject, because I think technically it's all subjective because it's founded by a mind, so it has to be. But like, you dropped like drums and bagpipes down the stairs, like, and I put that on the record, and he might be like, if you took a poll, I think you're going to see the numbers going like, that wasn't good, And I feel like there's a lot of stuff people can point to when it might just be like, you know. And I think like I might maybe pull it back a touch and almost be like more like it's pretty unoffensive. Like when a song is just universally like people are overall like not bothered by it. It's pretty universal of like, yeah, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like shut this off or my ears are gonna bleed. But I think there is like there's there might be more common thread or common ground between certain styles of music that are less approachable and therefore
Mm,
people will listen to less and they'll be like, oh, what is this loud noise, and like people might feel like that's closer to being objectively bad.
yeah. Well, and I'm as we're talking about this, it's kind of my take is almost evolving a little bit because I'm thinking like the song itself isn't that horrible, but it's not GNR. Really, it's like maybe if another band did it, it would be a decent song, and I could say, okay, I'm not into it, but I could see why you like it. But this coming from a band like that just doesn't check that box that it's GNR.
Yeah.
But you haven't heard it yet, so it's hard to talk about that in particular. Um, oh, it looks like we have Matt. Matt finally joined us. He looks like his eyes are red. His hair is really like out of control right now, and
Yeah, I
his
made it.
his shirt's off. Where the hell were you?
I made it. Hey, everybody.
Hey man, I
And
had to do the laugh. I had to do the let's go to the Dataverse. I'm really picking up the
Yeah.
slack over here.
Thank you so
but
much,
Alex,
Alex.
let me tell you, I really appreciate you coming on. It was really awesome talking to you, and thanks, guys. And that was this week's
That
Guitar
was-
Dads podcast.
That was it, huh? All right. See you guys later. So GNR. So Dave, you're talking about the GNR songs, which
Yeah,
I
talking
did
about
not listen to yet. But
We're
like
talking
Dave,
about nothing.
but Dave, you have to let go of the fact that bands stay the same in their entire career.
No, I want you
They
to listen.
don't stay the same.
Alex and I are going to chit chat for a second. I want you to listen to like the first minute of the song on your phone, mute yourself, and then come back and let us know what you think. Because I've known you for a long, long time. I know exactly your take on this song, and I'm curious. I want to hear it live. from your
I'm
mouth.
probably going to agree with you, like full disclosure.
I think it'd be fun for like us and like live viewers for you and I maybe to like riff on it, Dave, and Matt listens to it without like the audio coming through and just kind of watch his face. That could
Yes,
be fun.
let's just do
all right,
that.
let's do that. All right, we're gonna do that.
All
All right,
right.
I'm gonna mute myself.
All right, so
People
he's
are
pulling up
really
his
getting a fun episode right now, huh?
he's pulling up his phone. Are you going to do color? Or you want me to do color? Are you going to do play by play? He's pulling up his phone.
Okay,
He's got a look on his face.
This is riveting for like the audio listener only.
It really
right now.
is.
Okay,
Listen,
Matt,
there's a lot of podcasts that do this where like it's we know it's an audio medium, but you can't you kind of have to like leave the you know. Oh, okay.
So which song are we talking about?
We're talking about nothing.
The first one that pops up is Nothing. Okay, that's it.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna mute and then
Aptly
we'll get back.
Okay, you haven't listened to it. Perfect.
great. Okay, so for the audio listeners, here we go. Matt is listening to it with the volume off right now. He thinks the camera's off and he's scratching his tuchus right now. It's weird, but yeah, we might have to flag him down, let him know the camera.
I think he hit the play. I think he hit the play button because I'm now seeing him slamming his head against the wall really hard.
We're getting
and
a lot
I'm very
of head shaking
concerned.
right now, Dave. We're getting
A
a
lot
of
of head
shaking.
Yep.
Okay,
Now,
trying to make sense of what's going on. You can see the gears turning. Oh, we got the eyebrows of like, okay, maybe there's
no, there's nothing there.
Hold
I will
on.
say GNR fans, they're the people that do like it are touting the Slash solo in this as like some unbelievable solo, and I don't even see that. I don't know. I feel like
So the intro part is very weird, and it's not like what we're used to hearing from GNR. Axel actually sounds pretty good. I don't know what studio magic they did with him, or it was recorded a long time ago before he kind of lost his voice out on tour. But I don't know. I'd have to listen to more. I got to the part where the guitars kick in and the guitars sound good. It's very typical Slash guitar tone, so that's cool. But
we're not talking about tone. We're talking about song as a whole.
I know. I'd have to continue listening to it. I'll tell you what, like it is like the intro is a little bit weird as a GNR song, but I don't know. It doesn't sound terrible. I mean, GNR did a lot of weird shit, so I don't know. I think it's we'll have to listen to it. The jury's
we got
out.
breaking
Is what
news.
I'm saying.
We have breaking news into the Guitar Dad's news desk.
I missed it because the music was
It's
so
over.
loud. What did you say?
I said we have breaking news into the Guitar Dad's news desk. Matt has lost his taste in music.
Maybe I have. I mean, look, if Slash is involved, I'm going to give it a time of day. But I have to listen to more of it. I'm not immediately turned off by a minute in. I'm not immediately turned off. I'll keep listening to it.
I'm shocked.
But
I'm
I'm not immediately turned off
leave.
like I am when I'm scrolling on YouTube or Instagram and I see a live clip of Axl singing like Mickey Mouse. That immediately turns me off. And the hardcore fans wanna look the other way and defend it, and it's just like terrible. So anyway, we'll leave
He's
it at
actually sounding these days even more like Minnie Mouse.
I mean, you can pick it. I mean, whatever mouse you want. That's what he sounds like.
Some kind of mouse.
Anyway, so that's GNR release.
All right, well, speaking of old people, because this is currently a Boston-based podcast with 3 Boston guys here. We've been wondering what the heck's going to happen with Aerosmith. They just put out that EP with Youngblood, which is fantastic.
I mean, to be fair, Dave, I haven't been wondering.
You haven't been wondering,
Dave. I know.
Well, this is explaining a lot tonight.
I know Dave lies awake at night, like just staring at his ceiling, like, what's Aerosmith going to do next? Like, what is going to happen? These guys are 76 years old, and are they going to release another album and go on a world tour? What's going to happen?
I haven't slept since they canceled the last tour, so I mean,
Dave's trying to watch Rick Beato videos to lull himself to sleep, and he can't do it. No, that's actually an inside story. Like Dave and I used to go on a ski trip every year, and one year we shared a room, and like Dave went to sleep a little bit before me, and I remember walking in the room, and Dave was like passed out on his bed with like an iPad with Rick Beato.
Yeah,
that was so classic. That was so classic. Anyway,
Joe Perry was recently interviewed and directly asked, what are the next steps? What's going to happen? So there's a lot of ideas floating around. They're kind of, taking it as the time passes very slowly here. But, he did kind of allude to wanting to do at least one more show with the whole band. They may consider also some one-offs with Youngblood as well. And I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, I don't think they're done. What do you think, Alex?
I hope they're not done. It's a late like resurgence for me because I was talking to you, Dave, that like they were a band that like I always knew of and knew the classics, but like it wasn't until maybe last year or last summer like I was kind of getting back into like, you know what, I've got streaming services, I'm gonna get into some Aerosmith. You and I were texting, like I think Get a Grip is a perfect record from them. I like a lot of their stuff. I've listened to Rocks and Pump a lot. Their opening record
Rocks is
really
incredible.
good. I know a lot of the stuff, obviously. They have a lot of hits, a lot of classics. So I'm trying to go through and spin it as if it was me listening to it when it came out. And I am a album only guy, so I'm always going to listen to it top to bottom as if it were like a record or a CD. And the nice thing is, like, because I didn't grow up with it, I'm not like privy to any trends or like biases of like, oh, this was generally known, people thought this was a turning point and was bad, and like I wasn't on the train or anti the train, so it was just like, here's a band, here's albums 1 through whatever, and just listen to it as is. I didn't grow up with it or whatever, so it's just like unbiased and unfiltered. It's just like, well, let me listen to it. Do I like it? Do I not like it? Am I vibing with it? And I think a lot of it is really good that I've listened to so far. And I'm definitely along for the ride. And I mean, I want to hear more of it, I'm also, I think, that type of person that like, I don't mind if a band stops and doesn't keep putting stuff out. I think you guys talk about a lot of like, if a legacy act keeps putting out quote trash, does it tarnish the overall?
Oh, we talk about that a lot,
and like, I mean, that's fine. Like, I talk about it with a buddy of mine a lot. There's a band that we listen to that only had one album that's like pretty much a perfect record, and we say, we've talked to each other before, like the hypothetical, would you want this band to release a second record that's trash, or would you rather them not release anything else? And I think all of us, we always end up on like, I'd rather them not release anything else than,
Yeah,
because it's almost the same thing.
I agree.
But it doesn't
Right.
tarnish anything. Because then you know what you do, you go like, hey, are you familiar with this band? Oh yeah, you got to go listen to only that one, and don't ever listen to this one, because it's
Right.
Then there's
'Cause
a
it's
lot
trash.
of asterisks
Right.
on it, you know, and like you have to like qualify the statement more than anything.
Yeah.
But it's always more fun, I feel like, between the two things to be like, oh, go check out this one thing that this project did. It's the only thing they ever did. It's awesome, and that's all they did. And it's like, it's more fun to say than like, but they did another thing. It's not so good. Don't listen to that. You know.
I kind of feel that
Yeah,
way
it's an
about
interesting
some bands
point.
as well. Like, I think it's cool that they were just kind of in and out. Like, Dave, you know what band comes to mind when I think about that is Chicken Foot. Did they put out
Yes.
2 albums or just one? I don't even remember.
2.
They did put 2. So
Two.
but
They
there's
put out
2.
the Deuce.
And then Audio Slave did what? 2 or 3? Yeah.
2?
But anyway, just
I wanna
very
say 2.
limited albums, you know, is the same example.
But
where
you're
it's like,
talking
yeah,
super groups there, right? So
yeah, I guess I
that's
kind
a
of am,
little
but still,
different.
they're still awesome, and they didn't like take it too far, is I guess what I'm
Mhm.
trying to say. So,
Yeah, right.
and let's just remember the
Interesting.
Beatles were only together what 7 years. I mean that's as far as long as they were together. Probably the most iconic band in history, and they were together 7 years. So I don't know, compared to Aerosmith, which is like 90 years at this point.
Yeah, exactly. But you made a point, Alex, that made me think about how you introduce a band to like a friend, right? And it's going to differ depending who you're talking to. Because Matt and I just had this discussion about another band, and when you are, if I introduced a band to you and I'd say, hey, go check these guys out. For you, I may say, start with this record, then go to this one, then go to that one, because I want the ebb and flow to be a little bit different for you versus maybe to Matt,
Right.
because I know what he likes and what you like. And I think that matters too, because this happened. We won't talk about the band necessarily yet, but because we're hoping to have the guitarist on at some point in the new year. But this happened to Matt, where he checked out their most recent record, which is a little different for them compared to some of their older material. But I felt like if you listen to some of the middle material, then go back to some of the older material, then go to the new stuff, you kind of see where the band like came and went, you know?
Mhm.
So
Now, Dave,
Sure.
does that matter?
Aerosmith hasn't released an album, like original album, since 2012. Is that right? Am I reading that
2012.
correctly?
Yeah.
Music from
2012.
Another
That was
Dimension?
Music from Another Dimension. Yep.
Yeah.
Which was not that good.
Right. So, like, the
You know?
idea of their releasing like new original music, I don't know.
Well, they just did with Youngblood. an
I
EP.
know, but like Youngblood is, that's kind of different with, like a collaboration thing is a little different. But anyway,
All right.
it's exciting. We'll see what happens.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, that
Right.
was the Dataverse this week. We shall move on. What do we got going on?
You tell me,
No.
Dave.
What do you guys want to talk about? I tell you? Is this how it goes? So you're late to the... Oh, I totally missed out. When you came on,
you
I should have been
shoulda
ready to play Welcome to the Party,
You should have
pal.
had Bruce Willis ready to go. Welcome to the party, pal. Thank you.
There we go.
It's about
Thank
time.
you. All right, well, this week's dad joke.
I'm glad I didn't have to do that one.
yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
You were-
Thanks for getting back in time.
You would
You
have
were
had to
good,
pull off
dude,
the
with
whole
the
time. It would have been
Dataverse.
funny to hear Dave try to do it.
I don't know what I would have done. I don't know how I would have gotten through that part.
I don't know. I would have been interested.
Um,
So anyway, all right. Let's
Well,
hit,
Matt,
hit
this
us
one's
with
for
it.
you.
Okay.
This one's for you.
Hit me with it.
So 3 golf clubs walk into a bar. The putter orders a beer. The 7-iron orders a margarita. The bartender asks the third one what he's having. He says, "Nothing for me. I'm the driver."
No, I knew that was coming.
Golf clap.
Dave, I sent you like a slew of dad jokes with the guys that are like on the dock on Instagram.
Yes.
You ever come across them, Alex? I don't know what the
Yeah.
account is. Yeah,
They
it's
put a
like these
book.
guys
They
that
put out a
like hang
book.
out on a dock and they just like
Lyle something.
Lyle something or other, and they just like throw
Yeah.
dad jokes back and forth, and they don't laugh. It's pretty, but they're pretty good.
It's really good.
They're pretty good. Anyway,
They've made a fortune on this. All right.
Oh, I
Well,
mean,
there
they're
you
good
go.
dad jokes.
Alex, give us a dad joke. You send them in sometimes.
I do.
Do you have
Got
any
one
more?
handy?
Well, did you read the last one that I sent you already?
I thought
I
we
think I
did that
did,
last
yeah.
week.
That
Did
was
we,
That
Dave?
was last week's one. Is that the one with the
Yeah, remind us.
the guy that went to the interview?
Yes. Yeah, the shoe in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did that last week. I thought it was a shoe in.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, that was it. That was that.
I sent him to Dave so that Matt can get an authentic like.
I do. I like
experience.
them. I like them when
Oh.
they're yeah.
You know, it's funny. Like I'm usually thinking about you guys in the shower, so it's usually in the shower that
Me too.
I'm thinking of you. It's funny. I'll hear one on the episode. I'm like, that was a good one. Okay, I got to come up with one, and I'll just be scrubbing and
That's
shampooing.
great,
and I'll be
man.
like, all right, I got to come up with something. I
And
got to
you're
add.
like, you're like, what about a shoe in? I got it, a shoe in. It's awesome, man. I love how you're coming up with like original dad jokes where we're just kind of like hearing them, and when we hear somebody tell a good one, we want to steal it. So
yeah, I try.
Yeah, but I'm scrubbing in the shower. When I get to a certain part of my body, usually that's when all the stuff comes out. Like, and I mean like material.
of course.
Yeah.
So, anyway. Well, before moving on, I just want to let you guys know that this week's Guitar Dads podcast episode is brought to you by Keeley Electronics.
Really? We got Keeley. Very nice.
Whoa, big fish.
No. Alex, you should take this. What do you want to talk about? Can you of course, obviously as a sponsor of the podcast, you want to what pedal shall we hit on tonight?
Let's actually talk about something instead of a pedal, it's the holiday season and whatnot. Let's talk about a couple of the bundles we just came out with on our website. So we're trying to curate some stuff for like people this time of year will like, they might want to get something for a hobbyist in their family, or maybe a child that's interested in some of our DIY stuff and like, getting their feet wet but not knowing where to start. So we've done a couple of bundles with our DIY stuff where, we've curated like a lot of like great beginner things all together. So like if you can go to the website and like maybe you're a mom or a dad and you want to get your child something to start with, we have this essentials pack, which is kind of like a great starting place where it's got like a couple of the circuits, a breadboard, some power, it's got it's like the essentials, like, hey, these are all going to be great as a starting place. And then from there, we have an upgrade to the Explorer pack and then a final upgrade to like the Expert pack. So it's good for people that are like, it depends. Like we've noticed a lot of people are like, give me like everything. I'm going to dive right into the deep end. And then other people are like, let me try a couple things. We try to get in the spirit this season for like somebody buying for others,
Nice.
gift things for people, mostly like if you're like, oh my
God. Matt, so listen up.
It's really trying to like curate something for I don't know where to start, so if anybody's listening and they're like, I want to get something for a buddy of mine, he's really into pedals and stuff and he's a tinkerer, we have this essentials pack that's out there. You can get something like that. And
Dave wants to be a tinkerer, but he's not.
I know. I've been talking about it for years.
He doesn't even have a soldering iron.
I may have to do it. I may have to finally take the fall, do it.
I'd say also, I guess the last thing I'd plug is we have a thing called Outlet on our website where it's like it's a location where a lot of our like stuff that is clearanced or things that are like in small batch and like one-off things, like unique places for stuff to live. We did a ton of pickguard stuff there, like Broadways and Strategies. We have shirt clearance going on there, things of that nature. It's called Outlet. It's on the website.
Awesome.
It always makes me think of Rent Them Outlets.
Right, exactly.
Rent
them outlets.
Outlet shopping.
So it's a little bit of a homage to the outlets. But so go check it out. We got some cool bundles. We got some outlet stuff. People getting stuff for the holidays. And you guys know our DIY stuff is so affordable. And something fun.
It totally is.
Try.
Yeah, it's totally.
Yeah,
It's great.
don't be like me, who is going to talk a big game that I'm going to get into this thing and then never actually do it. Go do this stuff, because it's probably very fun. And I'm going to finally take the plunge in 2026. I'm going to do this because I really want to, because Matt will tell you that when I get into something, like he's the same way. It becomes like an obsession, and then that's the stuff you focus on. And that's what has kind of limited my um my willingness to kind of jump into that pool. But I'm gonna finally do it. I'm gonna have some fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. You guys want to talk about? Should we
What's
move
next?
on?
Yeah.
What
move
is
on.
next? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Yeah.
Time to test your knowledge, test your ears, and test for anything you might have. Grab your knobs, press your buttons, and well, it's Quiz Eye for the Pedal Guy. And now your host, Alex Guaraldi.
That's so good.
Man,
Alex,
Thank you for that.
Trebleback.
Thank you for that luscious introduction, David. I am your host, Alex Treblebeck. And if you haven't joined us for the first episode, welcome to it. We're on episode 2 of Quiz Eye for the Pedal Guy. When we last left our dads, the scoreboard was at 6 in favor of Dave to Matt with his lonely 2 points.
Oh,
We're going to see.
I forgot how much I was getting crushed.
We're going to see if this round Matt can put some points on the board and close that deficit.
Oh.
this is going to be rigged.
Yeah, Matt and I got together before the show.
Yeah, I was like,
Dave.
can you
We're
just give? These are the pedals I'm familiar with.
Why do you think he was late? You know,
It would be very it would be very apropos if a game show about guitar gear was rigged.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. All right. Well.
all right. And with that awesome joke aside, we are throwing it to
A great show.
we're throwing it to our man who is in Dave's dust right now, Matt. Matt
Yep.
is going to be first, just like he was last week when we left our heroes. So
All right, hit me with it.
here we go, Matt. So just a quick recap for anybody tuning in. What we're playing is Quiz Eye for the Pedal Guy. I'm going to give these guys essentially some general knowledge questions. Now, I say general because at face value, I'm asking these guys questions about knob controls on pedals that all of us see all the time, but we don't actually really often commit them to memory. And these guys are going to have to recall the controls of these knobs for points. Now, each knob is going to be a point, so you can get up to 3 per round. We're going to start with our 1 knob, go into the 2 knob, and then do 2 final rounds of 3 knob. That's where the points are really going to add up. So, now, with that awesome recap, we're going to throw it over to Matt. He's going to start us off, and category is going to be 1 knobbers. So here's our 1 knob wonder.
If anybody knows anything about 1 knobbers, it's Matt.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, hit me with it, Alex.
All right, here he is making jokes, but then when Dave's on blast, he's going to be like, "Oh, I'm sweating from my eyeballs."
I've been sweating since Aerosmith canceled the last tour.
All right, Matt, here we go. Let's start it up. So we got the category 1 knob. We need the name of the knob for the classic MXR microamp. It's the little white guy, well known by Jack White and others. It is a small boost pedal, 1 knob. What is the name of that knob on the microamp?
I really don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna the microamp. I'm just gonna say level.
Incorrect. Dave? What are you gonna? Do you have a? Dave, do you have a sound effect when they get it correct?
Yeah, do you have
do
you
yeah.
have a ding?
Okay.
Yep, that's not. Yep.
Okay.
But I'm not planning on hitting it because tonight,
Yeah, it's not gonna. It sounds like it's not gonna happen. Dave didn't even load up that thing. He's like, yeah, forget it.
It's not even loaded. It's on a different computer.
He's not gonna get it.
It's safe to say I'm not going to be using it at all.
All right, so
All
we're
right.
gonna point the knob we were looking for is gain.
Oh, gain.
That was a
damn
tough one. All right, here we go. All right, Dave, you're in the hot seat here. Your one knob. You are also getting a boost pedal. This is
Oh.
Electro Harmonix Classic LPB1. It's their linear power booster. Small little guy, classic like MXR size.
Hmm.
It's yellow, it's gray. It's the LPB1, and it's got one knob on it. Name
For crying
this knob on this boost pedal.
Damn. I have no idea. Volume?
Is that your final?
Yep. And it's wrong.
We were looking for boost.
Oh.
Boost. Okay.
I almost said that on the micro amp, but I was like,
Yeah,
no,
I know.
it's
I
just
was like-
not going to be too obvious.
I think, yeah, right. I will say it. This is going to be, because you're both here, it'll be fair to say, sometimes when you guys don't know and you guess, you almost guess too good. Like, almost like, just go super simple. But it's not always that. It's not always that. I swear, I hope this makes you guys think about pedals like, oh, that's a cool. Wait a minute. What's the control say on this one?
Yeah, it does.
I've been thinking about it ever since the first game.
Just in case I get this next week. All right. We're throwing it back to Matt. No points on the board yet. We're into the category for two knobs, so you got two chances now to put some points on the board. And Matt, for your first two knobber, we're going to a classic chorus pedal. This is the Boss CE2.
He's going Boss.
The chorus pedal. Look at Dave's over here like, oh, I wish I got this one.
Do you,
all right,
do you know these, Dave?
Okay,
I might.
It's the CE2. Remember, it's the classic chorus ensemble.
Yes.
The second one from our pals at Boss in Japan.
Ah.
We need the two knobs for this chorus pedal. What are those two knobs, Matt?
Chorus. I don't own a lot of chorus, but I've only owned a couple of chorus pedals, so I'm not really good at chorus stuff.
Can we answer in chorus?
I'm gonna go back and say one is gonna be level, because I know that Boss has a bunch of levels on theirs. Okay. And maybe the other one is gonna be rate.
All right, we were looking for rate and depth.
Oh, depth! Damn it!
Depth.
I did get one though.
I would have nailed both of those.
Point
that
on
would
the
have been
board,
2 points for Dave.
Okay,
that's one point.
1 point.
That's
one point on
Matt.
the board.
All right. Oh, that would have been so good. Okay.
All right, here we go.
I'll get through.
Back to Dave. He was confident on this last one. Let's see if he can bring it to this one. We've got your two knob question. Dave, we're going with a classic yellow and gray box. This is the DOD 250 preamp. I'm sure you're probably familiar with this one. It's classic yellow, gray. It's always got like two black knobs right up at the top.
Yes. Yeah.
It's similar to the MXR Distortion Plus, but it's not that one. We did the Distortion Plus last week. This week, it's the DOD 250. What are the two knobs for this overdrive pedal, Dave?
Oh, DOD 250. All right, I gotta have an answer. I'm trying to picture it because I've seen it so many times. I don't own one. All right.
Two guesses.
We're gonna press you on an answer.
You're gonna press me on an answer. How much time do I have? Do I have about an hour?
No, stop stalling. Give us an answer.
All right, I'm gonna say level. I think obviously it's not a distortion. That's the Distortion Plus. So I would say gain.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, you got them both. Oh man.
Yes.
Gain and
wow.
level.
That was a stretch of a guess.
Level finally
I'm
worked.
like level and gain is kind of the same thing, but it's like you said,
really
we go.
not.
Sometimes we answer two. We answer two like too good, right? And I'm like,
level
no, I'm gonna keep it simple.
Finally worked.
It's a preamp pedal, so it's gonna
level finally worked.
It's gonna work eventually.
All right. That was a while. That level was a definite like educated guess. The game was just like I'm throwing out something that I'm assuming is probably going to be on that pedal, but I don't know.
Which I think most of the listeners here will have already acknowledged that most of these are uneducated guesses, but we're gonna try to have an educated guess.
Kind of true.
All right, so that concludes two knob round. We're going into the three knob round.
Oh, man.
Throwing it back to Matt. And I have to say that my announcer voice and the way that I have been, narrating this whole thing has been pretty stellar.
I would agree.
Absolutely.
I'd agree.
Yes.
I'd agree. Alex
man.
Treblebeck.
As I've always said, Matt has a face for radio.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, speaking of radio face Matt, we are heading over to the 3-knob round. What you are getting, you may not be familiar with this pedal. It is the Klon Centaur.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
Yep, it's a boutique guy from the 90s. He was in some Boston area, but
Do people
we
have
need-
these pedals? I never heard of these things.
yeah, I think it's a hipster thing. We need
Yeah, probably.
we need 3 controls here, Matt. We got 3 controls for the Klon Centaur Professional Overdrive. What are those knob controls, Matt?
Oh my god, I have so many clones, and there's
How do you not know
I
this?
have so many
You
clone
own a-
clones, and they have different things on some of them.
Yes, they do. But you own like 28 clones.
Well, there's always some kind of volume. There's always some kind of
little
tone.
tweet,
There's
yeah.
always some kind of gain. So what are they
No.
called on the actual Centaur?
So give us your finals one at a time.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with. I think I will go with gain as one. I think one. So I don't know if it's tone. Oh, I don't know if that's what it is.
We only got one. Come on.
I would say I'm gonna go back to level. I'm just gonna say volume,
Okay, we got gain and volume so far.
and
We
then
need
I'm
the
gonna
third
say
knob.
wait, what's the tone? I'm gonna say we're gonna say I don't know. I can't think of another word for tone.
So just you want to do tone
Let's
as
just
your-
go tone. Let's just go tone. I don't know. Let's just go tone. I'm lost on this. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry,
so
listeners.
we were looking for gain, volume, and treble.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot! It's actually treble,
All right.
right?
2 of 3.
Okay, I got
Not too
two. I
bad,
got
not
two.
too bad.
Oh, not too bad. Not
We
too
need-
bad.
We
I
need
knew
some
you
points
were
on
in
the
treble
board.
when you couldn't figure out the third one.
Oh,
Wow.
all right.
All right, we're
Tanking.
throwing it back over to our leader, Dave.
It's the last question.
Nope, we've got one more round after this.
One more. Okay.
Nice.
All right. All right.
All right. So,
I can
Dave,
get a chance.
your first 3-knob question. You need to tell us what the 3 controls are for.
I don't need to do anything.
All right. You need to tell us what the 3-knob controls are for the Wampler Tumnus Mini.
Ooh,
The mini, of course, because I own the deluxe.
Because it's the 3
The
knob.
3 knobs.
isn't it the same?
Well, yeah, because it's got the only thing with the deluxe is it's got the 3-band EQ. So it's going to be gain. It's going to be is it tone? No. Is it volume or
I don't have the original one on my board right here.
or
is the
level? I
little-
mean, not
this
volume.
is the little mini gold one.
The mini go one. Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
go.
on my, that's
I'm
on
gonna
my
go.
gig board.
I'm gonna go.
You said
I'm gonna go
gain.
level gain.
Okay. Level and gain.
Shit. Level. Damn. Matt's down there. Show me, Matt. Show me quick.
I don't have the 3-knob one. I was just looking at my Tumnus Deluxe.
So gain. What did I say? Gain, level, and It's not tone. It's not tone because that's.
What is it?
I have no idea. Damn. I'll say tone. It's not tone, but I'm going to say that because I don't have any other answer.
All right. So we were looking. You said gain, tone, and level. We're looking for gain, volume,
Yeah.
and treble.
Volume.
It's the
So it
same.
wasn't level,
So
it was
it's
a
same as the
volume.
original. Same
It's
as
the
the
same. Yeah.
original.
Yep,
Trick
it's the same
question.
as
Alex got us.
Trick question.
I wouldn't have got that.
There
I
we
would have
go.
got.
Yep.
I think I was going to go with volume on that, but
Well, okay. As a question for the pedal maker in the room, what is why do you decide to label a knob level and or volume? Is there a difference, or is it just like
Sometimes
why you want to do it?
Yeah, I think most of the times like it's I would say artistic license.
Right.
That's about it. You know,
Makes sense.
I think it's kind of cool when you see ones that are not. I always think George Trips when he was doing Way Huge. I think it may have been the Swollen Pickle. It's called Loudness.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Loudness.
yes,
Master
I
is
have the
kind of
swole.
cool. Like there's a
I
lot of
love
like
the swollen pickle.
yeah, there's a lot of ones where it's like if it's not just volume, I think it's kind of cool. Output, level is cool.
Yep.
It's really for me. It's sometimes if it's corresponding to the effect. Like I like the idea of a compressor having the volume knob be called level because compression is all about level, right?
All about level.
Right.
Yep.
I think if you have a distortion pedal, you have the ability to use the word gain or distortion, but you don't use drive, right? You don't use like
Right.
Because it's
words
not
that
an
mean lesser,
right.
right? So I don't know, and I try to have fun with it. I think tone is such an ambiguous word that sometimes it's fun to have it be called something other than that, like shape. We did shape on Fox V2.
Yeah,
You
on
know
the
what I
V2.
mean? Like
Yep.
sometimes it has a bit of a swagger to it when you have like a fancier word like filter. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're so interchangeable and ambiguous that it's like, yeah, it's the tone of, like, what tone is it? The bass? Is it, what is it? But I don't know. I think it's just really artistic license and like what looks cool. Like Foxcatcher, we did nature because that's kind of, it's a bit tongue in cheek with the whole fox
Yeah.
outside, but also it's not too far removed from something like presence, right? The presence of something versus the nature of it. So, yeah, and with that, we're going into our final round. This is
Boy.
the final round, 3-knobber, hidden back over into Matt's court. Matt,
Ooh.
your last pedal here is a 3-knobber. It is a classic brownish green delay pedal from MXR. It is the Carbon Copy.
Ooh.
I know
Yes.
we are omitting the mod toggle push button. We're going just for the 3. We're going just for the 3 knobs on this.
Another one that I've never owned.
Yep, but you're familiar with it. All right, so we need 3 knobs for this delay pedal, Matt. What do we got? What do you want to do? I know this is tough.
It is tough.
My best hint is to maybe just think about what the controls are for a common 3-knob delay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think about.
Dave's trying to phone a friend over here.
I'm looking. I can't look. I'm not going to look. Actually, I can't read. I can't read the 3-knob delay I have right here, so I can't even.
I can't read it from back here.
So I can't cheat in any shape or form right now.
It's over there somewhere.
Just so the listeners know, I can't cheat in any shape or form. So let's see here.
3 knobs.
3 knobs. Isn't one? I mean, one has to be. There's like, well, it's similar to the chorus. I think one has to be. Does one have to be? Is it linked or is it something else? It's really hard.
This is a challenging one.
Let's just go
This
rate.
is challenging.
That's fine. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Mix.
Rate and mix, okay.
And let's go and I don't think it's volume. I would say maybe it's level again. Let's just throw level out there again. I have no idea.
So you got rate, mix,
level,
and level.
Level, right.
Rate, mix, and level. You got mix.
Okay, that's the only one I go. All right, happy that I thought of mix. That just popped into my head. So
that's a good one. We were looking for delay.
Oh, actual delay.
Yeah.
And we were looking for regen for regeneration.
Oh, that's the third one. Yes. I knew the delay.
That's funny. It's actually called delay. I wouldn't have guessed that. That's so funny. I'm glad.
The reason I knew that is because I thought the same thing when I first bought the thing. I'm like, oh, it's interesting. That's called delay. How funny. It's just like as it should.
So I have the Mythos Oracle. Let's see what he calls it, just for shits and gigs here. Mix time and
time.
And just like you said, and the last one was feedback. What's the one?
Feedback is a common. It's a very
But
All
I
right,
wouldn't
so
have been able to tell you even
Interesting.
those three. I would have been able to tell you the mix. I would have been able to tell you the other two.
It's still
All right, what's the score? What's the score?
all right. Let's do a quick calculation.
I'm destroyed.
Matt currently has
You've
Matt
caught up.
currently has 4 points.
Oh, okay.
Dave has 3.
Ooh.
Dave still has another round though. Dave is
Okay.
closing it out here.
I need to
Oh.
get at least one of these knobs. All right, let's go.
Well, no, you're already
right,
let's
winning,
go.
aren't you? Like this is done.
He is up 6-2.
Like I'm done. It's like I'm dormy here.
Yeah. So all right. So Dave, you're closing it out. Your 3-knob category and the closing ceremony here for the second round of Quiz Eye for the Pedal Guy is how many weeks to renovate your bathroom?
That's amazing. That's so good.
It's true.
Do the
It is really
listeners
true.
know that Dave has been renovating his bathroom? Did you guys talk about
It's
it?
a half bathroom too, but it has laundry, so it's like it's taken. It's a process.
How is it
So
a
we were
half
looking for-
bathroom?
We were looking for 2 months as the correct answer.
It is.
Yeah,
It is
right.
functional. It is functional for the most part. It's pretty much done, except one thing has to be fixed. And I can let
You
the
gotta
listeners
paint it.
know it's been painted. Everything's done. It has been christened. Just leave it at that.
Very good.
Let's move on. All right, what's the pedal?
All right, here we go. Closing one. You, Dave, are also getting a delay pedal. Yours is blue. This is the Aquapus from Way Huge.
Oh,
Oh,
son of a bitch.
This is another classic 3-knob delay pedal. We need the
Pedal that John Mayer loves.
We need
Yes.
It's not the Aquapus. It's not any. It's just the classic 3-knob Aquapus.
Classic puss.
Classic puss. Careful.
Yeah,
Careful.
yeah. Well, you know. Oh man.
We need 3 controls, Dave.
All right, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna say it's feedback. It's gonna be time, not delay. And it's gonna be mixed.
All right, so you had feedback, time, and mix. We were looking for feedback, blend, and delay.
Oh,
Blend
okay.
got you.
So I only got one.
Yep.
Damn you.
You got the controls. You got the controls from Matt's.
Yeah, you did. You got the mythos. Yeah, nice job.
Yep.
All right, so Dave, that puts you. We had 0 there. We had 2 there. We had 1 there. 1 there. That gives us 4, right?
Man,
And
Dave is
for
just
Matt,
kicking my ass on this.
What did we say? We
Hardly.
had 1 on that round, 2 on that round, 1 on that 4. So we both got 4 here.
Oh,
Right?
Oh.
Let's see.
did I get
Yeah,
4?
it's
I did
tied.
get 2 and then 1 and 1. Yeah, you're right. I got 4.
Yeah. You guys
Yeah.
both had a round of 2. We both had a round of 1.
All right.
That keeps it at a 4-knob deficit, and that was the end of round 2 for Quiz Eye for the Pedal Guy. Tune in most likely next month for round 3, and thank you to our guests for playing. I have been Alex Treblebeck. We'll see you next time.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex Beck, for round 2.
Yeah, it's a
all
fun
right.
time.
Well, that was definitely fun. This has been a fun. I
It's
really
a fun
enjoyed
segment.
this. This is
I
great.
don't know how I feel about it because I suck at it, but other than that, it's a fun segment.
Oh man.
Yeah. So here
Um,
we are. All right. What
all
else
right,
we
well,
got?
we
gents?
are getting pretty close up to time.
We are. Let's pick
So,
one more thing, Dave.
We'll pick one more thing. I just want to tell a quick story and ask your opinion because I think this is ridiculous. I came across, so I had posted in the group at Guitar Dads Podcast on Facebook that I'm looking to play slide. I want to learn to play some slide. I want to have a guitar that I can keep in open tuning. So I want to buy like a cheap kind of something I can just screw around with, learn
Yeah.
slide, and enjoy it.
You don't have enough
and I
guitars to
was-
just tune one to an
'cause
open
I-
tuning and set
No,
it up
because
like,
I actually-
for slide. You're right.
It's
Definitely
funny.
not enough
It's
for
funny.
that.
You're definitely not enough for that. It's funny you say that because I have some tuned a half step down. I have some this.
I know you
Anyway,
have guitars in different tunings. Like, what's the difference, man? You know
Well,
what's a
because with
good slide
slide-
guitar? Like, it's just
Because your
and
action's
I'm
gonna be
thinking
higher.
I'm thinking about Johnny Winter. Is that Firebird behind you?
It is, yeah, but I want to. So, from what my very limited knowledge, it's going to be easier if I raise the action a little bit. I do want to, with the humidity issues and the temperatures and everything in this room. I don't want to be like taking some of my guitars in and out of open tunings and all that because it's just going to like f with the stability of it. So I do want like a cheaper guitar I can just screw around with. So I was on the
Dan
marketplace
Electro.
and I see a posting for I think it was a Squire Toronado. Is that what I was looking at? Yeah, and the guy had
Maybe.
posted the pictures from Sweetwater, like the actual like Sweetwater pictures. So I texted him and said, "Hey, can you send
I
me
hate
pictures of the
that.
actual? Can you send me the actual guitar?" He goes, "That is the actual guitar." I'm like, "No, no, I know how Sweetwater works. I understand that is the actual guitar, but I'd like to see the guitar since you've owned it." And he's like, "Well, you can come by and see it if you want." I'm like,
Wow.
"No, like what a listen, if you're going to be a D-bag like that on Facebook, don't sell guitars, man. Come on."
Like, why would you do that? Like, who's going to actually buy it?
Correct.
It's
Like, I
so
want to see the
odd.
real guitar. Claims that he just opened it, played it for a couple hours, and doesn't want it. Uh huh. So
So it
my
sounds like, is it
the
somebody
brain
that
goes
like
to he's.
doesn't know how to take pictures, and he's just like, I'm not dealing with taking a picture.
How do you not know how to take a picture?
Well, I mean, if you look on Facebook Marketplace, a lot of people that don't know how to take a picture, right?
That's true.
So it's like maybe he was afraid because he thought he was just going to screw it up, so the stock
I
images would be
guess.
better. But
Yeah,
I
probably.
agree with you. Like, it's a terrible look. Like, that's just bad. So
Like, dude, send me a picture of the actual guitar because I want to see what it looks like. I'm sure it's in decent shape. I'm sure you didn't
he's
screw
like,
with it or something like that.
yeah,
But it's like, I'm going to drive all the way over your house to look at this thing. No, I want to see what it looks
I
like
can't.
before I come
Yeah,
to your
how
house.
could? Yeah, like, why am I going to drive to your house if I have no idea what I'm looking at? That's
And I'm
wild.
not going to waste my time. It's like a $300 guitar.
That's
I'm not going to waste my
crazy.
time going over there. But like, it's just another gripe with Facebook Marketplace. Have you
Facebook.
encountered this, Alex?
What if you did go over there, Dave, and you're like, I don't know. I'm not really interested in this, you know. And he's like, "Oh, thanks for wasting my time." And you're like, "Well, if you sent me a picture, we would have known out of the gate if I was going to come out or not."
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You know what I should do? I
You
should
say
go
that, it
over
made me like,
there.
all right, okay, all right. Like, I bet he
I should
wouldn't
go
be
play
bothered at
the
all.
thing. I should go over there for like a half an hour and just like be like riffing on the thing for as much time as I possibly can like bleed out of him
And just be like,
and
no,
then just like look down at it and go, "Oh, what's this little nick right here?" You know, if that had been in the picture, I probably wouldn't have come over here. Yeah, I should probably do that.
I wouldn't go there. You know, then you're going to
No,
find out
I'm
that
not.
you're in some
Waste of
type
time.
of well putting lotion on your skin. I
right,
don't.
exactly. 100%. I was just going to make a reference to like a serial killer. Yeah, I agree. I think it's shady, and I wouldn't go
Yep.
anywhere near it.
Nope.
So,
Done. Nope. So that's off the list. Anyway. All right. Well, uh anything else, boys?
Dave, I think Facebook Marketplace. Well, first of all, let me give you some advice. I think Dan Electro is a good slide guitar. You can get them for pretty cheap. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody swears by those as like good slide
Yeah, you know who
guitars.
told us about that too is Troy Redfern.
Troy
We had him on the
Redfern
show
did.
a couple
Yeah, he
years
plays a
ago.
ton
Yeah,
of slide. And he's like, yeah, you want like a
yeah.
good cheap slide guitar? Those are good ones. So I think that's true. Facebook Marketplace, I totally agree. I hate it. You all you got to do is list something on Facebook Marketplace, and then you understand why reverb is as popular as it is. And
Correct.
you understand why guitar centers have tons of used gear in them because like people don't want to deal with that. I don't blame them. It's terrible. It's just
Well, there
terrible,
you go.
right? So anyway, I'm trying to sell my DG335. So anybody's
Facebook
interested,
Marketplace?
yes, on Facebook Marketplace, and it's very slow. I thought maybe this time of year it wouldn't be as slow. It's very slow, and I've gotten a couple of terrible trade offers in like a week. So that sounds
What was
about
the
right.
worst trade offer as we round up on time?
Like for like an LTD, like one of those LTD like Les Paul
Oh,
things.
come on.
Yeah, those suck. I know.
No, they don't suck, but
No, they don't. But like,
that's
come
not
on,
that's not
man.
like an equitable trade there.
Come on,
That's just
man.
like,
Come on, man.
come on,
I mean,
man.
I'm nice to these people. I'm like, no, thank you. You know, whatever. But like, give me a break. So anyway, Facebook Marketplace is just a cesspool, but you can find some really good deals. And I have been able to move plenty of stuff and get much more than I would have got on Reverb or at Guitar Center, where they just give you the 60% of the value. So but you work for it. That's for damn sure.
You definitely work for it.
Anyway, all right.
All right. Well, Alex, as we sign out, you want to anything else you want to let the listeners know about Coppersound and what's going real quick? Any teases for the new year that you can that's way down the road that you can kind of lube people up with?
We've got some stuff in the works, some cool digital stuff, some accessories that were exciting that we don't believe exist in the market. And I guess the only thing I would leave is I'd say keep an eye out, going back on the DIY thing. We're going to be doing a mystery box thing for the DIY. So like each month you'll get a brand new circuit and then a bunch of mystery items. So you'll at least know what you're going to get for like the main core thing. And then there's going to be a ton of different like fun mystery items. That's going to be like a monthly thing. It'll be like a subscription type thing where
it's a great idea.
You can sign up for 1 month and keep going if you want. We're going to be doing that, and we're actually going to be revamping our utility series. So stuff that already exists, like our buffer, ABY, dual tap, those type of utilities, they're getting a little bit of a facelift. We're going to be mixing up the chemicals a little bit and kind of revamping that. So that's something I don't mind talking about. Nothing huge.
Ooh.
But
sexy.
We're just going to keep rocking with holiday time here and, Fox V2, all that type of stuff. And, we're going to keep adding to that solo series, just like the Fox with other stuff. So, we're keeping ourselves busy and appreciate everybody for following along.
Yeah, awesome, nice. Man. So, we're looking forward to what Coppersound puts out in the new year. And thank you, of course, for your support of our show. Guys, we got one more show for 2025. We're going to round it out with the Daddy Awards next week. So make sure you tune into that. The Daddies. And then we're going to take a break until 2026, early 2026. So we'll be back in the beginning of January. We got hopefully some fun interviews maybe lined up by then, and lots of other fun stuff we got coming down the pike. As always, check us out at Guitar Dads Podcast on Instagram, Threads, X. Find us on YouTube if you want to watch this thing, this train wreck of a thing. And come join us on Facebook at Guitar Dads Podcast. All right, that's it. I think for now, that was this week's Guitar Dads Podcast.
That's it. Keep rock alive. Catch you on the flip.